Hey guys, I'm back here again with Ryal Harris. Now it's just like you just stepped out of the studio and came back in.
No, it is. Okay. It's a different camera angle.
It's the beauty of television, mate. So, TCM, mate. Tell me a little bit, what's going on there? What are you driving now?
Mate, it's hard for me to not smile when I'm talking about that.
So. I'll go first, by the way.
You go first?
Oh, I can't find it. Oh. Yeah, come on, continue, mate. TCM.
So, yeah, sorry, mate. There was just a little left curve there. Mate, obviously, yeah, the Camaro is an absolute weapon car, and so much fun to drive, and it's good to have a V8 back under my footy.
Yes, it's a good-looking car too.
Yeah, I think
69 Camaro.
Yeah, 69 Camaro out of Fato's engine. So he's the owner, and obviously built the donk and Peter's Motorsport, and obviously it's the EFS, 69 Camaro.
Yep. The Green Machine, mate.
Green Machine. So EFS, obviously, Clayton decided to go with the green. I wasn't sure about the green at the start. So my signage was just rad visual. We wrapped the car. Initially, I wanted to make it look like rusty.
Yeah.
So I
did see that. I did see that
style, with the rust dripping out of the rivets and all that stuff, and which looked pretty cool. I think it would have been really good statically, like a static sort of display, and up close it would have been awesome. On the track, I'm not sure how it would have worked. We come up with some other concepts to make it look similar to the Ute. But the green on the computer when we were designing it, I wasn't sure how it would work out. But as soon as we laid that first side down, because it's like a candy apple matte green and metallic,
it's your go-to,
matte greens.
You can do two things at once. You're a race car driver.
Mate, I'm not really I suck at Jenga. It's now I've lost where I am because I'm focused on Jenga.
And that's the beauty of a race car driver. They can only focus on one thing at a time.
But yeah, obviously once we laid that first side down, I realised it looked pretty good. So with the gloss overlays, I think it looks amazing.
It does.
So it's something different. And we wanted to keep it traditional. That's why we had the sort of the stripes up the guts of it. So but yeah, I love it, mate. I'm in love with that car, and it's so fun to drive. And
V8.
The V8, mate, 650 horsepower, and there's more to come apparently. But all in all, testing, I didn't know what to expect. The team, I don't know whether they were just trying to make me feel good, but they said the times I was doing the testing were really good, considering the tyres that we're on, all that sort of jazz, I didn't want to roll at the excuse book at Adelaide, so I'm like, we'll just see where we're at. Practice one, we were fourth. Still plenty of pace in the car, and in me especially, and only one practice session at Touring Car Masters, so we went out qualifying not knowing, where we'd sort of land in the pecking order. Obviously Steve Johnson, John Bow.
Big names.
And there's some big names and some fast guys, and obviously, I never doubt myself. I know I can go there and win and all that stuff, but I just thought it would take a bit more time to sort of just get used to the car, and I didn't know how it would be going from a right-hand drive diesel, 4-cylinder weapon to a 69 Camaro.
Left-hand drive.
With a left-hand drive, 350 Chev. So, but in the end of the day, it was that different. Going from one to the other didn't actually matter. So I could literally hop out of one to the other straight away, and you have no choice but to just reprogram yourself because you're on the other side of the car. You're changing gears the other arm.
Yeah. So how do you deal with that? Like normally you're steering with your right, you're shifting with your left.
Honestly, I've raced a V8 supercar in the development series of Bathurst twice now, and obviously raced the V8 Ute in the same weekend, and that was really weird going from one to the other, especially hopping back into the Ute. I think you've got to have so much respect for a supercar around Bathurst, and obviously respect for an old beautiful car like that. So you sort of you're more dialed in for that than the other. But at Adelaide, I was sort of the Super Ute was on rail, so I just hopped back in that thing, and it was just mega to drive. And but this is the fun.
Tail happy.
This is fun for me. This is absolutely awesome to drive these things. So,
because you've taken on the EFS Green Machine, we've given you, we've got you an EFS Green Machine shirt, mate. So whack that on while we're talking about TCM.
I'll be back.
He'll be back. Just bear with us. This is the beauty of TV. Right, we're back. Nice green shirt, mate.
Good fit.
Look at that.
That's right. Thank you.
No worries, mate. That's a good looking green machine, I'll tell you that now. Mate, you might just have to, oh, you got the mic on there?
Yeah, all good, mate, all good.
Yep. Right, so back to Jenga. With the TCM, so first race you came in what?
Well, the way the TCM works is there's a trophy race.
Yep.
So
you don't have to, like, there's no reverse grids and stuff like that?
No, sorry, the trophy race is a full reverse grid, or they do it randomly. I think it's a full reverse grid. So,
okay.
But the trophy race, everyone gets 50 points.
Right.
So basically, there's a couple of guys that like storming through. I think Bowie has a big crack and comes through, and then Stephen Johnson's opposite. He just sort of cruises around. So I was in between.
Yeah.
I wanted to sort of see where I was with everyone and
see how they raced.
See how everyone raced, and so I sort of went for it a bit, but obviously didn't go for it completely. There's no point. So, so I think we finished 9th or 8th or something from the 18th.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, we were happy with that. So, but there's plenty more there, and I knew that there was more there, but there's just no point pushing the envelope when there's only 50 points up for grab, and everyone gets 50 points. So, but yeah, obviously qualified second, which we're really happy with. Only 5 tenths off Steve Johnson. There was more time in it. But we'll get to that because the car definitely has been upgraded now, and I think we're going to be right there next time out. Race 1, running second. Comfortably behind Steve. I was all over him a bit at the start, but he's definitely quicker at Adelaide. I was probably quicker than him in the last race in some sections and at the start of the race. But just didn't have the confidence in the brakes and the car. We just got to. We've upgraded the braking system, but we'll get to that. And but running second, and then clipped the tyre bundle on turn 3 or 4. Left-hand drive, spatial awareness. You got
to get used to that.
But just clipped it. Like it wasn't a big whack. It was just enough to bend the steering, and then I've gone to the next left-hander, and the thing just wouldn't turn.
Right.
And then I'm like, well, fuck it. My language.
I'll beep that out.
And also I was like, don't want to put this thing in the wall, so I buttoned off, and as I was dropping back through the field, I think I dropped back to 5th, 6th, and then I figured out how I could drive this thing with the bent steering. Not obviously at the pace I was at, but enough to sort of stay in the top 10. So, but as I was dropping back through, obviously tried to stay out of the way of a few people, but at the same time, once I figured out that my car was how to drive with the bent steering, I was quicker than those guys again. So got pushed around a bit by a guy, and he stoved down the inside of us at the hairpin and put a big dent in the car, which is not very good to see. And an old beautiful car like that. So we were a bit upset about that. So
it happens. It's racing.
It happens. So we finished 7th there, and race 2, you start where you finish race 1. So I started 7th and got up to 3rd.
That's a good effort.
But on my way up to 3rd, the guy that hit me in race 1, I might have pushed him a little bit wide. Bit of a payback, I guess. But these guys drive around on the inside of the track, they block, and you just it's not racing like that. So But, I was on the inside and was having a run at him. He just kept coming across, so I just.
It happens. It's racing.
Sent him, but he got shoved out of the way. So, so I got a penalty for that. But just sussing out everyone in the category and what you can and can't do, and basically, obviously, you can't push people on the track.
No, you can't.
But went for a gap and he closed it, which he shouldn't have. I don't think, and that's what happened. So, so then race, instead of starting 3rd in race 3, I had to start 5th. Hung back at the start. Figured out because we have rolling starts in TCM and. How
do you find the rolling start? You find it a bit safer, or is it?
It's what we do in the super. It's definitely a lot safer. Especially in a category like this, it's just too many expensive, beautiful cars on the grid for install or something like that. So it works well, and it's easy to get the power down and stuff like that. So, but for race 1 and 2, I probably was too close to the guy in front. Couldn't see the lights. I think it's through Car Masters. It's actually like a flag. There's it's real old school,
Oh right, okay.
The drops a flag. So as soon as you see him drop the flag, you go. And that's the trick. So Stevie J tricked me on that one. I said, don't give me too many hits, mate. Hung back and got a really good run. So pole, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, I'm 5th. I pretty much overtook that whole second row. Just hung back and gassed it up at the right time, and was third by the first corner and second by the end of the first lap, and then all over Stephen Johnson for a good 4 or 5 laps. And
that would have been pretty exciting.
yeah, it was, mate. And we dropped back off. We dropped off a little bit. Well, I sort of just accepted second. I wasn't, as I mentioned before, the brakes on the car just needed a bit of an upgrade. They're just not where they need to be compared to the other guys. So, you know, they're not big Brembos or whatever like that.
Okay. So it's not always about going fast. You also got to stop as well.
It does help when you can stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've upgraded the car, and there's a few other little bells and whistles we've put on the car. So I'm really excited to go give that a run. But yeah, we were happy, like second on debut, all over Stephen.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I don't like finishing second and then to anyone or anyway. So I was happy, like, you know. Not many dings on the car. I wasn't going to say no scratches because there were scratches and dings on there, but nothing major. And the team owner, Peters Motorsport, EFS, and obviously the Fattos Engine guys who own the car, they were over the moon. Like, they're stoked. So it's a real family sort of thing for them. They love their racing, and Peters Motorsport. You know, they've been running Ryan Hansford in the Toronto and Touring Car Masters.
Oh, okay,
So a shame he didn't have a good weekend, but I think once he gets his car sorted, the new Toronto that they've built, we'll have 2 cars up the front, and awesome. It'll just show that Peters Motorsport are you know, they're a great team and they know what they're doing.
Yeah. There you go. There you go, folks. That's the wrap of TCM. So you finished. What did you finish at the end of the
I think we're
weekend?
Fourth in the championship.
Fourth.
So
Okay. That's pretty good.
We're sitting 4th in the championship, or 3rd in Pro Masters. Or I haven't had a look. I don't look this time of year, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so it's a bit early.
Yeah, it's a bit early. But obviously the aim is to take out both championships. We wouldn't be here if we weren't trying to do that. So and I think we've got every chance of doing so. I can't wait to get back in this thing and have a crack. It's
looks like a lot of fun.
So fun.
A lot of fun. Well, I think I've won Jenga because like you can only do one thing at a time. But thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
And we'll see you at the next race meet. Cheers.